4.2 goes over writing equations in point-slope form. Point-slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Your m is the slope, the y1 and the x1 comes from an ordered pair that lies on the line on the coordinate plane. So if we look at the first set of examples, we're writing an equation in point-slope form. So again, that y minus y1 is equal to m times x, m times x minus x1. For A, we're given the ordered pair -8, 3, and a slope of 1/4. So we're just plugging this into our formula. We said our formula was y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. We know that m is 1/4. x1 is the x value from that ordered pair, so -8. y1 is the y value from that ordered pair, so 3. Plug it in. This is going to give us y minus 3 is equal to 1/4 times x minus -8. Now, you do need to simplify this if you can, meaning if there's two signs next to each other that they can turn into an addition sign, you'll do so. For this one, you do have those two negatives next to each other, so you will turn it into addition and have y minus 3 is equal to 1/4 times x plus 8. For B, we're given the ordered pair 3, -1 and a slope of -2. So again, we're using y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. In this case, your m is -2, your x1 is 3, and your y1 is -1. So this is going to give us y minus -1 is equal to -2 times x minus 3. We simplify this because there's those two negatives next to each other, so it becomes y plus 1 is equal to -2 times x minus 3. For example C, we are given the ordered pair 4, 0 and a slope of -2, 3. So my x1, my x1 is 4, my y1 is 0, and that m is -2/3. So again, I'm just going to plug these values into y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So this is going to give me y minus 0 is equal to -2/3 times x minus 4. I simplify that minus 0. We don't need it. So it's just going to be y is equal to -2/3 times x minus 4. All right, so the next part of this just takes it a little bit further, and it gives you 2 points, and then you're to write the equation in point-slope form to form it into slope-intercept form. So with these, the first thing to do, find your slope. Use your slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in this case, for example A, this 1, 2 can be x1 and y1. 3, -2 can be x2 and y2. So we're going to have a slope of -2 minus 2 over 3 minus 1. -2 minus 2 is -4. Over 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's just -2. So our slope is 2. From here, it does not matter which ordered pair you use, you are going to come up with the same answer. At least you should come up with the same answer. I like to use the numbers that are smaller. If I have 2 positives, I prefer to work with that. So I'm going to choose 1, 2. Do you have to choose 1, 2? No, you can choose a 3, -2. That's fine. But to me, I feel like there's less work when I work with smaller numbers that are both positive. So I'm going to use, again, the 1, 2. I'm going to plug it in with my slope. So I'm going to use x1 to be 1 and y1 to be 2 in point slope form. So y minus y1, we said was 2, is equal to our slope, which is negative 2, times x minus x1, which we said was 1. From here, I want to turn this into slope-intercept form, which means I'm going to solve this for y. I'm going to do what I need to do to distribute and then get that y by itself. So I distribute the negative 2. I get y minus 2 is equal to negative 2x plus 2. And then I just move that 2 over to get y by itself, and I add it to both sides. So I'm left with y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. For example B, we have the ordered pairs 1, 4, and 3, 10. So again, I'm going to find my slope first. So I'm going to do 10 minus 4 over 3 minus 1. The 10 minus 4 gives me 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 over 2 is equal to 3. So my slope is 3. Now, when I choose my points here, I'm going to choose my 1, 4 because they're smaller numbers. So I'm going to plug that in. So my x1 is going to be 1. My y1 is going to be 4 to that point slope form. So y minus y1, which is 4, is equal to my slope times x minus x1, which is 1. I distribute the 3 and solve for y now. So y minus 4 is equal to 3x minus 3. I then add the 4 to each side, and I'm left with y is equal to 3x plus 1. For example C, we're given the ordered pairs negative 4, negative 1, and 8, negative 4. So again, I'm going to find my slope first. So I'm going to do negative 4 minus negative 1 over 8 minus negative 4. The two negatives next to each other turn into positives. So we have negative 3 over 12. Negative 3 over 12 simplifies to be negative 1 over 4. So I'm going to use that as well as my x1 and y1. My x1 I'm going to use as negative 4. My y1 I'm going to use as negative 1. So this is going to give me y minus negative 1 is equal to my slope, which is negative 1/4, times x minus negative 4. I simplify those signs first. So this is going to be giving me y plus 1 is equal to negative 1/4 times x plus 4. I'm going to distribute that negative 1/4 first. So I'm going to have y plus 1 is equal to negative 1/4 x minus 1. I then subtract that 1 that's on the same side as y from each side. So I have y is equal to negative 1/4 x minus 2. Here, for example 3, it tells us to write a linear function f with the given values. For a, we have f of 4 is equal to negative 2, and f of 8 is equal to 4. So remember, these are giving you ordered pairs. When f of 4 is equal to negative 2, it just means that your x is 4 and y is negative 2. When you have that f of 8 is equal to 4, that just means that when x is 8, y is 4. So I'm going to find my slope first. I'm going to do 4 minus negative 2 over 8 minus 4. The 4 minus negative 2 turns into 4 plus 2, which is 6. And 8 minus 4 gives me 4. So that's 3 over 2. Our slope is 3 over 2. It does not matter which of these 2 points you choose to use. I'm going to use the 4, negative 2. So my x1 is going to be 4. My y1 is going to be negative 2. So this is going to give me y minus y1, which is negative 2, is equal to my slope, which is 3 over 2, times x minus 4. I'm going to make those two negatives a positive, so I'm going to have y plus 2, and I'm going to distribute that 3 over 2 at the same time. So I'm going to have 3 over 2x minus, that 2 is going to become a 1, that negative 4 becomes a negative 2, so negative 2 times 3 gives us negative 6. From here, I just subtract that 2 over, and I'm left with y is equal to 3 over 2x minus 8. For example B, we have f of 2 is equal to 3, so that's the ordered pair 2, 3, as well as f of 6 is equal to 5, so that's 6, 5. From here, find my slope. I do 5 minus 3 over 6 minus 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is going to give me 1/2. I'm going to use my 2, 3. So x1 is going to be 2. y1 is going to be 3. I'm going to plug that into my point slope form. So I have y minus 3 is equal to 1/2 times x minus 2. I distribute that 1/2, and I have y minus 3 is equal to 1/2 x minus 1. I then can add the 3 to both sides, and I'm left with y is equal to 1/2 x plus 2.